I wake up in the morning, I punch fear in the face. I gotta get to my back and egg and dreams. I wake up in the morning. I punch fear in the face. I gotta get to my back and egg and dreams. Welcome to Back and Egg and Dreams. I'm your host, Bernie Wine. And today I got a very special guest in the building. He goes by Lemar Wilson, motivational speaker. He's an author, and fill him in for whatever else I missed.
Oh man, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. It's been a long time since we've been trying to get this to go.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, I love the intro. Author, speaker, retention specialist. For those that don't know what that is, it's pretty much I go to schools, junior high schools, schools, and I get a list of students, or they'll put me in a class where I'm pretty much breaking down what's the reason why they not feeling school. And I speak life into them. I give them resources. They got my direct contact. So, um, other than that, man, I'm stepping into this author world of my children's book and this whole series. So, man, it's been one good journey for 2022.
And your book is called Oliver's First Day, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and let me ask you, so I was on your profile and you showed all the scribbles and everything off on your pages, ripped up and all that stuff. And
But
your caption said, trust the process. What do you
right.
mean by trust the process?
It's funny because I never liked school. But I don't mind reading. But I spend so much time with God, and I never thought about writing a book. And one day I'm coming home, and he's like, "I need you to write a children's book, not just your book, your story. You speak, you tell your life story all the time. I need you to write a children's book. I want you, but this book is not for you. This book is for your sons, that they could take and say, my dad wrote a book. So and when I mean trust the process, I meant get it on paper. Anything you want to do in this life, get it on paper first. Let's do the paperwork, and then convert that over to typing it up, and then make it an extra step and believing that I can do a book. I can write a book. I can be the next Dr. Seuss or TD Jake, whatever. But you have to trust that you can do this. And that whole process, I tell you this, B, 3 years.
Mm.
3 years to write 36 pages. But I start, I stop. I start, I stop. And I had to really stop everything and say I could do this. And that's what I did. I got a finished product ready for 2023.
And you say you wrote this book for your children. What example do you try to set for your children to follow?
It's funny you say that because I was just talking about that. I always tell them, don't say you can't do nothing. Just remind yourself that you haven't tried. You can't stop saying that I can't do it. Did you try? No. Then you don't know that you can do it. I want to show them that whatever you want to do, you don't need somebody to tell you you can do it. You can do it on your own. You want to go travel the world? Get the information, do the research. Don't don't put yourself in a no position if you never took the first step. So I'm planting that seed in them every day. My dad wrote a book. My dad, he's doing t-shirts. My dad is speaking. My dad is on podcasts. My dad's doing, wow, he's doing it. And no one's telling him that he can't do it. Man, it's something that I'm planting in them that wasn't planted in me.
And how do you wake up and give us that? What's going on, world? You know, how do you give us that
um,
on a consistent basis? Like why do you even do that?
and I wake up with the mindset of if I don't have that energy, it's gonna be that one time that person really needed that energy. So I have to bring it even when I'm tired. I'm not in the best mood. You know, life is hitting me. It's, you know, I'm not in my right space. But I always remember, I this is not forever. This feeling that I have, these thoughts, these are not. This is just this will pass. So when I wake up, I'm waking up saying, "What happened yesterday, I can't change. But what I can do is make today a better day." So when I put my feet on the floor, the devil know that I'm up. So when
Mm.
I'm out, and he's like, "All right, it's go time." Because whatever I couldn't fix the night before, I tell you, B, I'm gonna fix it today. You know,
See?
so that
Yeah.
what's going on, world? That's the whole concept of I couldn't get it done yesterday, but what's going on, world, today? Because I'm back to do it again. And I tell you, man, people are like, man, you got to trademark that, man. It's like when you know when people say what's going on, world, first person I think about is you. I'm like, oh man, I didn't even think that far.
See? And what is like, what would you say to the person scared to go after their goals, their dreams, or whatever they want in life?
I say take the first step. The first step, I promise you, the first step is the step that is gonna be like, it ain't that hard. I tell you this, B. I tell you a quick story. When I first started speaking, and I was like, oh, before I get in front of a camera, oh, I gotta lose weight. I gotta have the right gear. I gotta have the right phone. I gotta have the video edit. I gotta have all this stuff perfect. And I'm like, I'm talking myself into it, but I'm also talking myself out of it. And a lot of us talk ourselves into something, but when it's time to do the work, we talk ourselves out, right? So what I did was I got in front of a camera and I said, I'm gonna record me. And I'm just gonna put it out there. And anybody that comes back at me, I'm gonna say I already had an answer. I'm getting better.
Mm.
Watch my next video. I'm getting better. So if you out there and you saying yourself, I want to write a book, I want to start a business, you know what I'm saying? Accept the failure. Because once you fail, you learn, you don't lose. And I have been so many times people would have said, Lamar, I want to help you out, but it's gonna cost you $150. I just want to know how to do videos. I got so much stuff to say. I just want to do videos. What do you mean? And it's like, oh, it's gonna cost you. And I'm like, I brought it to God. God said, son, I gave you a phone with a good camera, and I gave you a gift. That's all you need. And four years later, same people that I was asking for help, they come, hey man, what's up? What's going on, man? We got to share the stage. Whoa, 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 hold up. So if you out there and you ready to take on 2023 with the mindset of like, I'm just gonna do it, no matter what anybody say, take your first step.
Mm. And what would you say to the people that they may put it off? They may say, "Nah, I'll get to that another day." And
And let me ask you this: for the person that's saying, "Man, I want to do it," B, but I'll get to it next year. Right now, I'm already done. I'm gonna just live up. I don't want to. I'll start losing weight January 2nd. I'll stop smoking. In January. I'll stop doing this stuff in January. I'm gonna just live it out now, get it out my system, and leave. Here's the problem with that: you always keep putting yourself off. You're putting yourself off. You're not putting your mom, your dad, your kids, your spouse. You're putting you off. You are telling you that I'm not serious enough to take you serious. So what happens? You keep putting yourself off. Stop. You can start today. Take the small steps. I tell you, I tell you, I'm the king of procrastination. Right? But I have got to a point in my life where I was tired of losing. I was tired of that feeling. The worst feeling I ever got is when I knew I wasn't going to prom. I wasn't walking down the aisle in high school. And I watched people get in limousines. I watched people, oh, I got graduation today, man. I'll talk to you later. And I'm home. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, If I would have stopped putting off homework, tests, and cutting, and I probably wouldn't be. I would be walking. But you know what? I just put it off. I'm not that serious. And you got to get to a point to say, I am working. I am that serious. I am my future. So I will do this today, not January 2nd, today. If I'm smoking a pack of cigarettes, let me bring it down. Small steps, great distance.
Mm. And what would you say? Because you said you was putting off homework, cut class, all of that. What would you say is the importance of being around the right crowd or the right people?
Hey, let me tell you, I dropped out of high school. I got my GED. When I was in high school, I would say I was a C's. I was getting C's and D's. I I met this lady. I was actually applying for a job. I lied on the resume. She called me back like an hour later and said, "Hey, take this address down. Take this number. You're gonna speak to Mrs. I forgot her name. Cool." I could have said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I wrote it down and brushed it off. But son told me to keep it. That next day, I went to this building. It was a school that you could get your GED and your associates. I said, okay. I tell you this, I got away from my friends. I was around people I did not know. This kid went from C's and D's to A's and B's with a GPA of 3.8. And I got my associates in a year and a half. I got my GED in 3 months. I got everything done. Why? Because I wasn't around people. Okay, I wasn't around friends that was distracting me because I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be the cool,
Yeah,
want to be the
yeah,
cool guy.
yeah.
But the cool only lasts so long. So you got to get to a point where you like, yo, I need to be around people that's positive. They're in positive relationships. They're moving in the right direction. They're thinking in the right direction. Their whole vibe is what I want and need. I'm too scared to go that way because it's not gonna make me look cool. Get in that position. Get with those people. If you find one person that's doing right, stick to that one person. I say this all the time. I'm sorry I talk long. I say this. If five things going right in your life, focus on those five things.
Yeah. And what would you say like is the ingredients? If success had ingredients, what would be in that
But
batch?
the way you set the tone, let's sprinkle a little tone in there because your tone sets the stage. That's one. Let's set the tone. So right now you're watching this. I need you to have your pen and paper. Set the tone, not for just you. Set the tone for your kids. Set the tone for your spouse. Set the tone for your family and your friends. Set the tone for what is your week. Not yet. We're not gonna go that deep, B. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna go. We're gonna do small steps tonight. What is the tone you setting for your week? What does your week look like? And then we're gonna sprinkle that. Another thing is what I'm a hip hop head, but let's just be honest. What you feed yourself, that seed, is what will grow. So I'm not saying music is I'm not saying music is bad. No, music good. Movies is good. But if you're spending time in the music, the movies, you're on the couch, you're doing all this stuff, B, when are you spending time with you? When are you connected with you? When are you connected with God? When are you connected with your goals? When are you connected with your dreams? When are you connected to the stuff that you want to accomplish? So we sprinkle on that. So now we're like, okay, where do you go? Now you put it into action. Now you're ready to serve. The take. I, Listen, all I need y'all to do is sit at the table. Everything else, I'm coming with. I don't need you to pick up nothing because I have covered everything. I gave you my tone, what I want, and now I'm giving you the ingredients of I know I need to get this done because I have a mindset of what I want. I want to win. I need to win. Why? Because me is counting on me.
And what would you say? So your book, you said it took about 3 years, right? So what would you say for the person getting frustrated because it took longer than expected?
Don't put no time on it. Don't put no date on it. If I told myself that I'm writing this book by the end of the year, but I chose to go out partying. I chose to sit home and watch TV. I take full ownership. You're gonna set a goal for yourself, and you say by July, I'm going to make sure that I'm not um you know whatever uh hanging out, spending extra money. You are responsible for your goals. So when I said I wrote this book in 3 years, it's because I didn't take myself serious. And then when a situation motivated me, oh, I'm serious now. I'm gonna get this done. And then I'm like, I brush it off. So I say what I'm proud of is saying that I started something, I stuck with it, I got through it. Was it easy? No. Was it hard? Yes. But I promise you, my second step, quote unquote, the second book, it ain't gonna be that hard because you got to take that first step. That first step is going to be the hardest step you take. But when you turn around, B, you got 12 to 12, 15 steps after. You looking at your first step and you like, this wasn't hard at all. I just had to break the ice. Break the ice, guys. Break your ice in 2023.
Break the ice. So what would you speak about when someone gets discouraged that they're not getting the feedback, the comments, the likes, the purchases
Mm.
that they feel they should be getting?
But okay, that falls in the category of oh, why my family not supporting me, my friends not supporting me. I'm putting out stuff. It's good. You know what I would say? Go back to someone that's doing that's doing it better. If you're doing something that somebody else is doing, if you're rapping or singing or you're writing, whatever you're doing, get with someone that's doing it. Say, can you look at what is going wrong? It could be the way you got your camera. I used to I used to record the videos and I would look this way. Someone had to tell me, look this way. So we could see, I wanted to see that face. I'm like, and once I did that, it it took my videos from like a 2 to 100, 200. So if you're not getting the likes, don't get discouraged. That's social media. Still put it out. So what? You don't have 100,000 likes. I don't got 100,000 likes, 100,000 views. But son, I know that I'm I'm impacting one person's life. If that one person that because you put it out and you were looking for to go viral or whatever, but that one person woke up and was like, I don't I don't want to live here no more. I don't want to be on this earth no more. I don't want this no more. But they went on social media to go write something and tell people, whatever, but they saw your video, they saw your content, and you changed them. Don't try to change the world, change the person. That's what you need to focus on. We don't need. We could get a million followers, and now and that one follower said, "No, I what I just saw, I needed to hear that." That's what all that counts. That one person. So don't get discouraged. You got a lot of people counting on you.
And what's your formula on bouncing back from a setback?
My formula, it would be honestly learning from it because things of that I have being into the speaker world and stuff that I thought was working, it stopped working, and it's like I'm falling flat on my face, and it's like I don't want to do this no more. But then it's like, something, if I don't do it, who do I know that will do it for me? And so now I'm bounced back, but I'm like, okay, I gotta learn. I gotta go back to the basic. I gotta do the research. I gotta make sure that what didn't work, okay, let's try it this way. Like life is about adjustments. Understand that. Like life ain't something just you just lay out. Like God want us to keep adjusting. I could lay out what I want for 2023, and God could put COVID, and I gotta adjust to that. I could lay out stuff in 23, and God could be like, all right, well, you're not gonna have this job no more. You're not gonna have this business no more. But you got to keep adjusting. And the problem is, some of us is not. We're not willing to adjust. So when you fall and you fall on your face and you're trying to bounce back, understand God is just adjusting you. That's what He's doing. He's just adjusting you a little. Learn to adjust. You can adjust a little. I promise you, you're gonna be better off.
And what's a quote that resonates with you really good just in life?
Um, it's something I said a long time ago. I said, if you can't find happiness, create it. Create your own happiness. The reason why is because everybody says, I'm in this relationship, B, and you don't make me happy. Oh, I'm at my job and you don't make me and this job's not making me happy. I'm in my school's not making me happy. My family's not making me happy. And I'm saying to myself, and I was that guy. That was me. And I'm saying to myself, I'm responsible for my own happiness. Well, that's the number one thing is happiness within me. What makes me happy? I get in front of a camera and God does the work and I put it out. Whatever comes back, that's fine. But create your own happiness. If you know when you come home, you want to make a cake and you done made 40 cakes this week, but that's your happy place, be happy. So if you cannot find happiness, create it.
And what would you say for the person that worries too much about like what people think, the outside noise or
Mhm.
whatnot?
I need you to, and there's a lot of people out there like that. If you worry, if you think what that person's thinking about, what that person's saying, what oh they don't do they looking at me or I'm not the perfect person. Understand something. You add value. You add value. It may not show on your terms, but you do add value. So if you're worried about what someone's saying, what someone's doing, I promise you, that is the devil distracting you from what God wants you to do. Because he see you're on the right path. You're aligned with God. You're doing what you need to do with what God say. And the devil's coming and say, nope, you know what, B? They're not gonna like they're not gonna like your profile, your page. They're not gonna like your podcast. They're not gonna like your interviews. Don't do it. You got to have those blinders on, like the horses. This is the
Yeah.
reason why horse races they put them on because once you look to the side, a horse, the race is over. So
Mhm.
put your blinders on. Stay focused. Your process will come. It will come.
I hope y'all got y'all notepads out. He hitting us with too much gems. Oh yeah. So what would you say just to the people that they feel like they don't have the money right now, so they put it off?
See, and that's the problem. That was me. I was like, I need the perfect camera. I need the perfect edit. I need all this. All this stuff got to be perfect. I got to spend all this money. And God said, son, I gave you a gift and it was free. You don't need the perfect camera if you want to start taking photos. God gave you got a phone, you got a camera. It will. Again, guys, let's go back to what we said earlier. Trust your process. You can just your testimony has to be told. So if you out there and you're saying, I don't got the finances, but I want to take pictures with your phone, play around with the filters. Then all of a sudden, God's gonna see you. You're true to what you want. He's gonna bless you. He's gonna put you in a position where you're around people that do photos. And now all of a sudden, you're doing photos. One of the people that do photos say, hey, I got this camera I don't use. You can have it. Why? Because that's in your process. You gotta trust your process. You sitting there saying, "Oh, I would love to open my own business and cook. I love to cook." Okay, start cooking at your house. Start catering at your house. Next thing you know, you cater and you meet someone that says, "Hey, I got this venue. I got this space in this kitchen. It's blank. Come and use it." Again, trust your process. You can't be sitting here saying, "You know what, B, because I don't got the money, I'm gonna just put off my goals." The worst thing you could tell God when He asks you, "I gave you a gift. What did you do with it?" "Well, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the finances. I didn't have the support. My friends and family don't do my upbringing. I'm not from there. I want to be a cop. I gave you a gift to be a cop. But my uncles and my brothers, they come from that lifestyle. I can't do that. They're not gonna like me." But here's the thing: if you trust your process, and throughout that whole time, God will lead you. He's not leading you if you just double dutching. That's what I call it, double dutching.
Yeah,
I'm some
okay.
in, some out, some in, some out. No, He needs you all the way in because to me, and I hope this helps because what I'm about to say is deep. God is holding all our blessings, and He gives us little by little. But if we all in, He like, this is already too much for me to hold because I got more blessings for you. So take this because I got more blessings I'm about to give you. But I'm not giving you these blessings if you're not doing nothing with the blessings I already gave you. I
Mm.
already gave you the blessings, and you still not. You want more blessings, and you're not doing nothing with the blessings. Oh, come on. So now, God's like, you know how many times I sit there and I say, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to put a video out. The videos I got is in the daytime. How am I doing a video on this? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. God said, son, put it out. Put it out. And I did it. And that video got 15,000 views. One of my
Mm.
highest videos. And I'm like, I did that at 2 o'clock in the morning. And God said, why? Because you aligned yourself with my decision. Let's go.
There we go. And what would you say, like, to the person continuously making excuses? Are excuses even valid in your opinion?
Eh, No, it's just a reason for you. No, it's not. It's no reason why. Because people go to Japan. Oh, I would love to go to Japan. I would love to travel the world, but I don't got the money. Okay. So, did you do the research on traveling? Nah. Let's start there. All right. How much does it cost us to get to, I don't know, Costa Rica? Okay, it's gonna cost us $1,500. Okay, let's do some money. Now let's do some finances. Where can we cut costs? Where can we find some money? Because we gotta have a vacation base. And we put a little by little. Come next year, you're on vacation. Again,
Mm.
your process. So you making excuses because it's comfortable. It's comfortable for you to say, B, I ain't gonna do that because of this and that. And it's like, no, you have to. The excuses is. I don't like being around excuses. I honestly, unless it's something medical reasons why, I understand. But if you sitting there and you like, I don't want to be successful because my mom wasn't successful, my dad wasn't successful, my brothers and sisters. So for me, it's pointless. Why? I I will be the first one in my family to break that cycle. And I'm not making no excuses anymore. Excuses don't get me nothing but pushback. And I'm not going to heaven and telling God why I made this excuse and that excuse. I'm going to heaven and say, let me talk to the angels because I got mad stories to tell y'all.
Yeah.
What I was doing down there, let me tell you these. And that's the mindset I'm on. Lose the excuses, God. Lose it because you're telling you that you don't want it. And if I don't know what you on and what you cool, if you cool with that, cool. But I'm telling you, you letting you down.
Mm. So, ladies and gentlemen, My guy, Lemar Wilson. Hey, this is what I want you to do. Let them know where they could find you, where they could connect to you. And then also, I just want you to hit them with one more gem before we close it out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I am Lemar Wilson. That's IAMLEMARWILSON. I'm on YouTube. Just put in Lemar Wilson, motivational speaker. My email, you want to just chat, book Lemar Wilson at gmail.com. What I want to leave y'all with, let me get this. 2022 might have, you started this year, you had a vision board, you had a path for 2022, and things have derailed you. So much things have come up that you probably let 2022 go, and that probably happened in 2021 and 2020 and so on. But let me tell you something: if you make the initiative tonight to make that change and say, enough is enough. I will no longer be a victim to my circumstances. That my current, hold on, let me get deep. Make sure you write this down. My current situation is not my final destination. I'm going to say that again. My current situation is not my final destination. From this point on, I am responsible for my future. I love y'all and I believe in y'all.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Lemar Wilson, motivational speaker, author. And hey, I appreciate you for being on my show.